What's up guys, this is Max with Odd Jobs, and today we're going to show you how to install some aluminum hand railing. Alright guys, so the first thing you're going to need is tools. And right in front of me, I have all the tools you're really going to need to install this railing. First, going to need a tape measure. You're going to need a level. You're going to need a regular drill. You're going to need an impact drill with a socket or a regular ratcheting wrench. And then you're going to need a hammer drill and or a regular drill, but the hammer drill makes it a lot easier. The next thing you're going to need is obviously the materials. So we are using the Avant railing. It's a black aluminum railing. It comes with a railing section, it comes with the brackets you need, and it comes with the posts. These are all sold separately. Make sure that you get all the pieces you need, because if you buy the post and the railing, you can't put it together without the brackets. And if you buy the brackets and the post, you can't put it together without the railing. So do your due diligence, make sure you have everything you need. But for this railing, super simple, only need 3 pieces. All right guys, now that we have our tools figured out and we have our materials figured out, the next thing we're gonna wanna do is get started. The first step would be to locate where you wanna put your hand railing. Say for instance, we wanna go right on top of this block. I'm gonna take my railing, I'm gonna square it off the house, or I'm gonna square it off the wall or the deck, wherever I'm putting the railing. And then what I'm gonna do from there is I'm just gonna go ahead and mark where these post holes are at. The posts all come with machined holes from the factory to secure your railing to whatever it may be, a deck, a driveway, a concrete block, a patio paver, whatever the case is. Just like so. As you can see there, we have 4 marked holes that we'll be able to next drill out. So the next step we're going to want to do is we're going to want to drill pilot holes for our Tapcons. I don't know if any of you have worked with wood before, but normally if you put in a big screw or a bolt without drilling it first, you'll crack the wood. The same thing is very similar to concrete, but it will also be incredibly hard for you to screw a screw into some concrete. So right here we have a 5/16 bit. We're going to want to screw right where we located. This is where the hammer drill comes in, because it makes light work of drilling concrete. As you can see, now I got the hole drilled out. It's ready for a Tapcon. Now I'm just going to repeat that process 3 more times. The next thing we're going to want to do once we get our pilot holes drilled is install our Tapcons. So for those of you who have never dealt with Tapcons before, this is basically like a deck screw for concrete. I would thoroughly recommend using these if you're going to secure anything to concrete, whether that be a hand railing or a fence post or anything of that matter. These screws are extremely strong. They're purpose built, and you shouldn't have a problem with these whatsoever. Once you have your pilot holes drilled, we're gonna go ahead, take the Tapcon, put it in our pilot hole, get it started a little bit, and then we're gonna hit it with our impact. Now, our guys aren't ready for us to put this post in yet, so I'm not gonna go ahead and get ahead of them. I'm gonna leave this here for them to install, but the next step would be to screw this all the way down. Once we have our post set and secured with our Tapcons, then we're gonna wanna go ahead and drill and secure these brackets. These are actually the brackets that the railing will sit in. So you'll obviously want to make sure that your railing is level side to side before installing this in a permanent location. As you can see, we went through and marked them top and bottom before we installed the railing, just to make sure once, twice, thrice that we're square on the money. One thing I also want to inform you guys on is this railing is super lightweight. I can manipulate it with one hand easily. So when you're going to set these level inside each post, take your time, make sure you can get it right. It's not very hard to manipulate this by yourself. Now that you've got your posts installed and they're secured, you've got your brackets lined up so everything's level, the last thing you're going to want to do is take your railing section and pop it right in. Good to go. And the very last piece of the puzzle is this bad boy right here. You're gonna take this, put it on your railing, slide it over the end, and you're done. Now you have brand new aluminum hand railing. I hope you enjoyed today's video on how to install this beautiful aluminum hand railing. If you like the products that you see, check our description. We have it all linked below. And if you found this video helpful, please leave me a like, shoot a comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends, because we are coming out with more videos on helpful tips to do things around your home. Stay tuned.